was talking to a friend who works for a Fortune 100, and she's having a little bit of friction with her manager. And it's not that she's doing something wrong, and it's not that her manager's doing something wrong. It's their energetic alignment. So if you are a person who likes making money, wants to welcome more money into their lives, and they plan on going the corporate route, but this is in general because I've worked on this in founders as well, you need to have an understanding of this. Why should you listen to me? I am the world's only truly global subconscious specialist, aka I have worked on all 7 continents, including Antarctica. Yeah. And I have led my clients to over $100 million in gains. Not too shabby. But anyway, my friend is an overthinker. She's an overthinker. And overthinkers tend to attract micromanagers or people who like to pretend that they don't exist, especially in like a superior dynamic. Overthinkers tend to attract like managers who like to micromanage or managers who like to pretend that they don't exist depending on context, right? So this is because they share a wound. They share wounding along the same axis. So some key beliefs that I see in all 3 of these kinds of people, and sometimes they overlap, it's I can't get what I want. Maybe I can't do it. And time will run out. All of these people tend to, at some point or another, or some point in their cellular memory, hold these beliefs. You wouldn't really feel a need to micromanage or overthink if you believed 100% that you were going to get your outcome. If you believed 100% you were going to get what you want, get what you need, get it done, right? It's something that people can pick up on because it comes across in the same frequency as anxiety, and anxiety can make you really unpleasant to be around. Overthinkers are incredibly cerebral. They're very smart. So they're assets to your organization. But where it starts to fall down a little bit, overthinkers and micromanagers usually tend to have heightened attention to detail, right? Where it tends to fall down, though, is when it gets into this anxious frequency, because anxious frequency is very repellent to profit. It is. And people can pick up on it without knowing they're picking up on it. It's a subconscious thing. It's an energetics thing. It's a somatic thing. In the way that you hold your body, people are picking up cues, right? So I am going to tell you about another client who used to have this wound, another client of mine who used to have this wound. And she cleaned these beliefs up with me. She cleaned these beliefs up with me on a cellular level. So we went subconscious, we went somatic, we went energetics. People call me like Wendy Rhodes. I don't know if you've seen Billions. I'm like Wendy Rhodes, a little bit more spiritual, and there's no boss that I'm in love with. I'm in love with me, so maybe I do have a boss that I'm in love with. So if you want to be a higher performer in an authentic way that doesn't actually rely on you being subtly anxious and really in a place where your body is actually unable to rest, because these people crash. These people burn out. These people crash. When they're sleeping, their minds race. This is why you have to clean things up on a subconscious, somatic, energetic level. And that's part of why I started doing neurointuitive work. And my other client who cleaned these things up with me, I'm going to tell you, she had a happy beginning. I don't believe in happy endings, but she had a happy beginning. And she had this boss who used to pretend she didn't exist when he felt like threatened by her. Had this boss. And one of the first things we did was increase her magnetism so he could not pretend that she didn't exist. It got a little weird for a second, but bear with me. Then we cleaned up this, maybe I can't do it. And sometimes it's just a little soupçon. Sometimes it's just a little drop of maybe I can't do it somewhere in your cellular memory. It may not even belong to you. It could be epigenetic, but you would never know unless you went deep enough to encounter it. A little soupçon of maybe I can't. We cleaned that up. Within 13 months, she was her boss's director. And this is a company that really prizes linearity and culturally tends to value men a lot more. All circumstances can be turned in your favor when you have an understanding of energetics and when you have a clean and clear subconscious. Yeah. So this year, my time is even more precious. I have 38 days of one-on-one service available. All of my packages begin at $10,000. If you are someone who is interested in getting a neurosomatic profile of yourself and seeing where your power lies, where it hasn't been harnessed properly, or where it can be amplified, I am the one that you want to see. I have consultations available, and I look forward to meeting some of you. Otherwise, I hope this was helpful, and we are in a time where helpful has to translate into action. So best of luck and happy 2026.